The Demon Princess's head is done, but there's been a massive curveball to my idea. Time to have a look at my Demon Prince conversion. Saved by Slaanesh. Nick speaking, and welcome to this video. Right, time for another Saved by Slaanesh, and the Demon Princess is nearly done. Just about to go table down and show you the work. Before that though, if you would like to keep up to date with the wonders of Warhammer 40k, then please give me a sub and hit the bell button so you don't miss an upload. Okay, so I've been working on the Demon Princess's head, quite a vital part to this conversion, the last part. I think it's going to make or break this model. Now in the last video I gave you some head options and I had some great feedback, so as usual thanks again for all of that fantastic feedback and advice. Now although I quite liked the head with the horns and the hair, it wasn't 100% my ideal choice for the model, so I did take your comments on board and I had a play with that head. Head, love you till you're dead, head. So first of all I tried to bend the horns forward. I heated it up with a hairdryer, I got it a little bit bendy. I did try bending them forward, but it just looked really weird. I couldn't get a nice shape to them, they just sort of went straight forward. So in the end I decided to cut the horns off, because actually looking at the head closer under a magnifying glass, and it did seem to me that it would look a little bit more feminine without the horns. So I cut the horns off and I shaped them down. I've now got a bald-headed demon. Now I've tried adding the hair to that head, and I have to be honest, it just doesn't work. It looks really weird. Now I also got a comment last week about the possibility of a different type of head. In actual fact, one reason why all I've done this week is the head and nothing else is because I've been waiting for a part to come in. It's now been delivered, I've done the conversion, and I can't wait to show you. So let's go table down and have a look at what I've done. Okay, so here is the Demon Princess. So as you can see, I haven't got the wings on at the moment. I've left them off just because it's easier for me to get in to demonstrate the head. So let's zoom in on the head so you can have a quick look. So like I said, I took the horns off of the head and I've just filed it down. I now have a bald-headed demon. Now I think it does look a little bit more feminine than previously with the horns. However, it's not necessarily that feminine. Now regarding the horns that came off, I did consider repositioning them. Maybe have a single horn coming out. I quite like this idea actually, because I think it suits the model quite well, where you have this sort of pointed section and then as you go down the snake body you've got the other sort of pointed section. So I think it makes the model look quite nice, so I'm actually quite liking that. Obviously the other option is to put both horns on, one each side. Now I have to admit I have changed my mind regarding the hair since I recorded that opening clip, which was about 2 hours ago. I have been playing with the hair a little bit more. In actual fact, to be fair, it was this horn that got me thinking about the previous hairstyle that I tried, where I had that sort of quiff in the front of the model, and I thought if I used the quiff as opposed to the horn in the front of the model, it might actually work. So let's just blue tack the hair on and let you have a look at that. Okay, so that's the hair in that position, and as you can see I've still got that sort of shape that I had with the single horn on. And now the hair itself without this quiff I don't think really works very well. It just looks really odd. It's got a bit of a spam head going on. In maybe this, but I'm just not really sure about the head. But I think this quiff on the front sort of solves the issue, just like so. But yeah, let me know what you think. I'm thinking possibly I might go down this route for this head, and I say that because this head is actually magnetised. So yeah, I actually cut the neck off because the neck actually stuck out quite a bit. So I cut it off, flattened it down, and I glued a magnet inside of it. Then on this demon head here, I filled it in with green stuff and put a little magnet. And that is now magnetising on there quite nicely. And the reason why I did that was because of the other idea which I was talking about in the intro. So let's set up the other idea and have a look at it. Okay, so there she is. This is the second idea. I'd love to know what you think of this. I'm thinking it looks pretty cool. I'm not 100% happy with it, but I do like it. So basically I used a Seeker head from the Slaanesh range, and of course it is magnetised on there, so I drilled out a hole into the back of the neck and that magnetises on. Now I did have to beef it up a little bit, so I green stuff in the underside of the head just to beef up this front section, and also the neck, because the neck was way too skinny for the actual model. So I just went in and did that. The nice thing about the fact that I beefed it up also means that if I do get some Seekers of Slaanesh actual models, they are going to look different from the head on this model. So yeah, that just magnetises on there like so. In actual fact, I think it matches the model quite well, because once again you've got this symmetry of the sort of snake type look. So yeah, I think I quite like it. Like I said, I'm not 100%, and that was another reason why I magnetised the heads. I'm going to continue with this head here and also with the Daemon head. So I just need your thoughts on whether you think I should go with just the horn or whether I should go with the hair and the quiff. Let me know in the comments box below. Because it's magnetised, it means that I can still keep an eye out for a slightly more suitable head in the future, but at least I've got a couple of heads to play with and get painted. So that is how she's coming along. She'll definitely be finished next week. I'll have the head done. I've also got to work on the base and also do some chains. So I hope you stop back next week to see the showcase video of her all built. Beam me up.